Hey, it's your girl Moni 69 Ways. We are here for the season finale of The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Hey.
I'm here with Candy Love and Shayna, MCDTV, and we missing one. But you'll see her at the reunion, this 3-part reunion that I wish wasn't a 3-parter. But yeah, we are here. We are here. We made it, y'all.
Yay, we made it.
Child. I mean, what's y'all thoughts of this season finale? Like,
it didn't feel like a finale.
Right. Yeah. Same here. It didn't feel like a finale. It felt like a regular episode. And it's like something was missing for me. And the whole drama on the social media with this messy gay kind of ruined it for me. I'm not going to hold you. It doesn't make the show fun. Right. When you got to go through stuff like that.
Yeah.
You used to have fun watching this. You know, it was like an escape for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's not as like makeup and contrive. It's like everybody got their script or like I don't know. It's like it's so enjoyable to watch at times. And you know,
if they would stay off the internet, I think it would be better. But because everything is so social media now, they're telling the story before the story has a chance to get told, and
like
it ruins it for us.
Like, situation.
Yeah, like we knew everything before the show even had a premiere date. We just waiting on it to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it messes up the viewership.
Right.
You know, so yeah, but I always say that about like all reality, like they just need to go back to the old way of doing things. Like keep everything off social media related to the show. That's it.
But then they try to like have this old school moment with Marcus, and it's like this might have hit 15 years ago, but this ain't nothing now.
Yeah, it's like that's tied, delayed, and through. Like nobody cares. Get him off.
Go media away. Is so progressed right now. It's like
what are we doing? Like one day they had his whole file up. Like, sir, you need to go sit down somewhere because you got a dusty background. I need you to go sit down somewhere.
And we've just seen these type of antics before, so it's like okay, boring. Like
right
on the truth, it's like who cares?
Yeah, I was just too through. I'm sorry, y'all. It was underwhelming. The season finale is underwhelming to me. For me, season finale get a 5.
Yeah, I'll say about a 5.
That's nothing for me. So yeah. Let's say who is in the building. We got DeMarcus.
Yeah. Hey, DeMarcus.
Yep. You better lay off them peach juice. Shani. Yes, hey. Hey, Nita the Diva.
Hey, Nita.
Hey.
We was over in her live. She did a live, y'all, for Real Housewives Atlanta, the finale. Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all check out Nita the Diva. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, subscribe. Hit the like button. Subscribe to everyone's channel. We greatly appreciate it. Oh, let's see. Let's get into this episode. If I can pull it up. Hold on. I'm a comments.
Okay, is it technical difficulty?
It's not. It's like it's slow loading, but yeah, it's coming up now. So I don't know if it's in order, but we gonna make it do what it do. Okay, even though it was nothing, it felt like this episode had some filler scenes.
I'm gonna say if we go out of order, it doesn't even matter.
No, it does not. Like it felt disjointed. It didn't feel. It wasn't coagulating. Like
right.
When we get to it, I'm like, okay, this, yeah.
Private jet scene. It's like, what are we doing?
Oh, okay, that's what I was going to say because that seemed like
I know
there's
3 or 4
in
there for it, but
Yeah.
Okay.
If you didn't do anything with, you know what? We'll get there because I'm
yeah.
Don't put on your track shoes yet. What they say. So the episode start off where we where Portia and Lauren show up to Phaedra house. Because they just lost their cousin Lundy, R.I.P. to Lundy, and yeah, that's just, and Phaedra's in the funeral business. Okay, so we're more to show up to the person who got the funeral connects. Okay, but I don't know if they use Phaedra and her connection to the funeral homes or whatever. They could have, but this also is a scene as well for the show, but some was true. So I don't know if they use Phaedra and her peoples, but yeah, so they were just talking about Lundy, and the shocking part here is that Lauren was on the phone when Lundy took her last breath as she was transitioning. Which was hard for me to hear.
Yeah.
And that sucks, and have that as your last memory or part of your cousin. So yeah, it was hard. That was, I don't know how she's standing up right now. That's why I'm like, I'll be on the floor toe up somewhere for me. But yes. Yeah, so they sat down, they ate some food, Phaedra and this Bob. I don't know who wore better, Britt or her. Probably Britt.
For real. Like Phaedra, I guess it's not blonde, but
thank you. I just want to say, like, I can't get too much because it's not that wash out blonde stuff she be putting in her head. I'm like, okay.
Then you got that bang that just
that's bang.
Yeah. Brittany, I don't think Britt had a bang. She just had a part. Yeah. So
no, Britt's bob is bobbing. Phaedra's
right.
Bobbing. What wig do I got in the back? Oh, wait a minute, I forgot about this. Let me
that shake and go. That shake and go.
It looked like it was washed in the car wash. It looks real bushy. She ain't put no heat to it.
She just plopped it on top and was like, all right, I'm ready.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, so yeah, that was basically that scene. And then Portia just shared how good of a person Lundy was. We know she supported us. And
she couldn't get Lauren some glam. I mean, I know they grieving, but Portia made sure she was camera ready. Why Lauren couldn't get,
Lauren? No, she's more of a yoga doing natural person. She wasn't that kind of materialistic like her sister.
Yeah, she always like
even in the spinoff, she was like,
I know, but
a Cree Summer
natural stylist. Nothing was wrong with the rest of it, but I was like, I mean, she looked like
always been like that.
She's like she was grieving. Portia looked like I'm gonna put on this.
I'll be grieving too. She just heard her cousin took a last breath.
But when them cameras is rolling, you gonna.
But Lauren always looked like that.
So. Right, I was like, she always look homely.
All she needed was some glasses.
Yeah, she did. Even down to the shirt.
All she needed was some big black glasses. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Y'all funny. Y'all is hilarious to me. So yeah, that's pretty much that scene. So RP to Lundy.
Rest in peace, Lundy.
Oh, okay. So this is what I call a transparent scene from Angela. She went to go see a therapist, and I'm glad to see that the therapist is not the normal, usual lineup when it comes to ATL therapists. Okay, that we see across reality shows. Okay, so if you know, you know. Okay, but I think this therapist was named Wendy, if I'm not mistaken, and she came there. Angela came there, talked to her therapist. She let it be known that these properties that she's have purchased is stressing her out and it's putting a strain on her and Charles' marriage. And she said she should listen to Charles because Charles told her not to purchase these properties, and he also was helping her put money into those properties, trying to sustain them. But so they have to like go into foreclosure if you can't sell them or whatever. And she also shared with the therapist that some messy gay came to Kelly event and approached her talking about Charles is cheating on her, and he saw was Charles at a restaurant with some girl or some lady or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much this thing. What y'all thoughts on her? This therapist saying like, does she get a kudos for being transparent, whether it's good or bad?
Yeah,
Because most of it is bad.
I appreciate her for being transparent. Unlike other people, she's putting her teeth. She's putting it out there on Front Street. There's nothing you can say because I've already said it. I just appreciate her being vulnerable enough to do so. And
Yeah,
yeah, we threw away money. Yeah, I lost money, but guess what? We had it to throw away and lose. So
ooh,
there's
now
that.
you're trying to quote Karen Huger or to lose me. You got to make millions.
You got to have
millions. Oh my, ooh.
You got to make millions to owe millions. Yes, ma'am, Karen Huger.
Angela's always transparent, so that's one thing about. But they're gonna try to use this information against her because she like kind of low-key let it be known that she may still have those old feelings of distrust when it comes to her husband, which would make sense given their situation. But they're gonna try to use it against her because they don't want to tell their business or lack thereof.
Ooh,
but I just feel like, girl, don't ever buy on them houses again.
Hey, Kara.
Yeah,
I don't think she would do it again.
Yeah. And then she went against Charles' wishes, and
that's why I feel like she had to mention him because he put the money up after he said no.
Yep. So there's that.
Yeah. So, and the therapist asked her like, "What you gonna do?" Because even the I had to crack up a little bit because the therapist said, "Oh, that's grimy." I'm like, I'm shocked to hear the therapist say that, like, especially let alone a white woman. I'm like, what?
I had said this in my pre-recorded video where I was like, I don't know if I would want my personal therapist to be like his therapist too. Like, I know they go see her together too, but I feel like, would you want to share your therapist? Because then it's like,
but she cannot share what was said in each person's session. She can't share that.
What's in the session, but she can like be giving advice like off of what she knows from the other. I feel like I just want to talk to you and you just hear my side. Like, but then when we come together, like if we're doing something together, but because I feel like she's human, what if she slips? What if you make a biased decision just because you know something in the back of your mind? And
it depends on her biases. I don't think she have any.
She was like, I had trust issues, and she was looking like, as you should have. Angela even said, like, yeah, as I, should have. Like, yes, girl.
Yeah, because he cheated. Like, that's obvious.
Allegedly.
Obvious. What was y'all saying in this chat? I think I wouldn't mind, especially if I think I wouldn't mind, especially if you know how she is. Okay. Okay, Miss Kara says she wouldn't want to share it. That's fine. I mean, as long as she don't cross that boundary, you'll know when she's riding for Charles' ass. It'd be obvious in the questioning. Okay, so yes, moving on. So we get to Never Had. That song is stuck in your head because she always play it.
Not mine.
Every post.
Maybe because I don't follow her because I ain't never heard this song a day in my life. Hey, Kiwan.
Oh Lord, yeah, I follow her. I follow her before the show, before she came a Peach Holder, I should say.
Yeah, I follow her
once she became one because
I don't be over there.
Oh,
she's a flop. I never did. Yeah. I never will now.
Because I was just curious how her life is. Yeah. Like being married and with children. So this is her showcase. She put it on for family and friends, and she had Miss Pat as the host, which was cute. We had the ladies come. Cynthia, she came, but she couldn't stay because she had to fly to New York. What are y'all thoughts on her before this showcase? She was doing singing and trying to dance and wardrobe changes. I'm like, these are definitely got to be stage costumes, performance costumes, because baby, some of them are ugly.
I mean, she dressed, that's how she.
What
I thought there's some stuff she pulled out of the closet. It was like she
Yeah,
normally.
I was like, what is
I
her?
thought these like
sleep?
performance pieces, not out her closet.
Even for her performance pieces, it's still, her normal.
Damn.
Yeah.
I actually was surprised. I was like, okay, I thought she was gonna sing a little song or two. I didn't know this was a full blown concert. So I was like,
Me
okay.
too. I'm like, yo, this is the
Performance,
whole
this-
production.
Yeah,
She's
she got a
spending
little
pretty
coin.
coin. They got the coin.
A little tacky.
She's
A
a
lot.
lot of tacky. Sorry. Sorry. But yeah, so it was cool. I wasn't mad at Drew was shading the shit out of her. I'm not gonna hold you.
I don't
Because she
know.
been shading Drew
The whole
earlier this
unprovoked.
season.
Somebody could be like, hey, Shamia, like, what about your new song? And it's like, Drew can't sing. Like, oh, what? Yeah,
Right.
go ahead, Drew, go off. Having her daughter up there didn't pull at my heartstrings either. Because what was that baby saying? I didn't know what that child was mumbling.
She said her mama sound better in the shower, something like that.
Yeah, I just heard some mumbling and everybody laughing. Like, get this child off the stage. You talking about being in your t-shirt? What's going on?
And she was trying to dance on Gerald, but from the back of his seat, it was weird. I'm like, okay, it would be better if you had a solo chair in the middle of the stage. You want to dance on your husband, or in the middle of the aisle or something. You dancing on your husband. It was weird. Why he's in those kind of chairs?
Oh my god! Nina said she had a bedazzled trench coat on. She just got bedazzled everything. Like she had it was bedazzled all throughout.
I like the short hair. It's just some of these costumes. I didn't like her dancing and trying to sing. I'm like, if you trying to dance, do a full out 8 counts, get a head mic. Something.
I didn't like that the background dancers or singing, they had that t-shirt. I'm talking about with your t-shirt on, like, this is tacky. Just let them just regular.
They kept panning the camera to RL. I'm like, why y'all keep showing RL? We know he's there. We know he's one of the producers and writers for music. We know this.
I'm not like next, but goodness.
Yeah, so the girls was basically there to show her some support and love, and then they had Shamia signs. I'm like, that auditorium is not that full for you to be like this.
Imagine sitting behind them. Like now, I'm sitting here thinking I'm about to get on the camera real quick, and here you go with these.
It's family and friends, and they know they shooting the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she at least Gerald came through with both of them. They love to have some name brand on. They're gonna have a label on it. They don't do nothing else, even if it's tacky. I mean, I was happy to see Gerald not on the phone and in person.
That's what I would say. He came in person. I mean, he had no choice but to come in person. He want to see what his investment was, because his coins too. So he wants to like, okay, yeah. He had to see and support his wife. So, but you will not get 2 words out of him in person. So it was cute. So after her showcasing and music and stuff like that, she saw the ladies, and mind you, she wanted Angela shared about the whole Charles Oakley Foundation and then having the gala, right? And then Kelly and Britt talking about followers. But she's like, share with all your followers. We're trying to reach to 50K. We're trying to raise 50K, all right? To feed the people, the less fortunate, okay? And who asked? Drew asked how many followers I think you have. She said she got like 150K. And Britt messy behind talking about she brought those followers or whatever. I'm like, really? Really, Britt? And then Kelly like, I didn't know it was a competition with that stalking my page. We wear clothes. I'm like, what that got to do with anything? You is doing this low-key competition. I'm not surprised she would do that, because Britt's not a girl's girl. And she, beginning of the season, she said she think she grew up and she always, her go-to is always saying somebody's jealous. So you never got along with girls when you was growing up. So it's like, girl, you be low key in competition, and nobody really in competition with you.
She need to
Stop
grow
it.
up. She need to grow up. That's all I can say. Grow the F up, girl, and clear out your nasal passages.
There's shit. We were talking about the nose surgeries of it all. Hey, Will. Nat. Kelly took me back with that little pump on her head. Like, yes, I miss that hairstyle back from like 2006. And then Drew with the Keisha Cole wig on. I said, okay.
The highlight, yeah, the two tone,
Taking me
yeah.
back in time. Drew was the only one who showed up with flowers. I thought that was a nice gesture.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, they gave her flowers. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice.
Even though they was being shady in the confessionals, and I'm like, okay.
Phaedra can't. If she's not, then what else? Why would she even be in the confessionals? Like, what are you talking about? Nothing.
I didn't mind Drew being shady because she just returning the favor.
Yeah, she returned serve.
You're right.
She held on way too long. I would have been going off on Shamia actually.
Portia wasn't there. She was like the only one that didn't show due to she lost Lundy and stuff like that. She going through her family, so that's.
But the conversation about the followers was just weird because it's like, Brie, you trying to put her on blast, but you putting yourself on blast, stalker.
Thank you. That's not like, girl, no.
Like, okay, now you calling yourself out for sitting there looking. I'm sure she probably paid for a follower or two herself. That's how she know.
Yes, K1. Yes. I was here for it. I'm like, yes, shade her again. Yeah, and Britt, girl, you tired. You through. You worry about what everybody else got going on. Right. Worry about what you got going on.
On that day, it's definitely gonna come out. Like, I don't even know how followers came up, but she been waiting. She been having that in her pocket, like in the share.
No, that's why I say Angela shared that her and Charles are doing the gala.
Oh yeah.
For the foundation, and she said share with your people. Yeah. And she said, we're trying to reach 50K. And then that's when Drew asked, she said, I'm sharing with my followers. And Drew asked her how many followers she has. She said 150K. And that's when the whole Brit jump in thing happened. I'm like, girl.
Right. Because it's like, I'm sure, because who knew who Kelly was before this? Nobody. We don't care. We ain't have to do
only Atlanta-based people, whoever purchased Nana's chicken.
She owned the Nana Waffle House. It's not like it's the Waffle House. It's Nana Chicken and Waffles. So I mean, we don't.
I don't know. Yeah, and she's serving those. What's that? Waffle mix and golden syrup, whatever.
She did come back though, because when Angela was like, she was like, but don't forget to tell your followers about the fundraiser. And she was like, well, you need to tell them the exact amount they need to donate. Because some people don't know.
Yes.
I was like, okay, Kelly, like it.
Right. Like it, honey. Because then they did a flashback. Hilarious. I love a good flashback. But yeah, so moving on to, like I said, Cynthia wasn't there. I mean, she was there, but she wasn't there to see Shamia perform a showcase. So she did come by before she left, and she dropped that nugget, some juice, some stale juice of Brit, talking about telling Portia and Cynthia that Shamia showed text message between her and Portia and stuff like that, and how she's still talking about Portia.
The hell Shamia got on? But I mean, never mind.
It's Shamia.
She's like a damn school teacher now. Like, what the hell?
I'm like, what the? This is giving George Washington. Like, why do you have that on?
It was like a
shades didn't make it.
It was like a tuxedo thing happening up here, and then it was like some shorts.
Yeah. She just yeah. Go ahead.
So Shamia confronted Britt about it, and she asked her like, "Why is you telling?" First of all, I think Shamia energy was low because she just got through doing all that performing and stuff. So she's real cool in this one, but yeah. So she asked her like, "What is this? I hear you telling Portia and Cynthia that I show you some text messages," and I guess Shamia asked like, when was this? And I didn't show you no text messages, and what did I say? And you know, Britt was kind of vague about it because it was just like she wasn't being a good friend and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, that's vague.
Lying through her teeth.
That's
Like,
what I
girl, you
said.
text messages. Enough. I got me standing up for broke.
I think two things can be true. I think both of them were lying. I think Shamia did show the text, but she probably didn't show it to her per se. She probably showed it to Kelly, and she so happened to be there. And and Britt, you was telling Portia like it happened after the fact.
Yeah.
And then they did a show, a flashback of y'all hanging out before her and Portia sit down. So
Yeah,
I'm looking like
she just kept one in the chamber. That's all that was. She just
but it didn't, you know, when she brought it up, it was like, girl, because the timing of it, like, girl.
Right. That's what I said. Both of them lying.
Yeah. It don't explain why she didn't clean up in her house. But I mean, that's like, what's going on with your living room? Let's talk about that.
Oh,
Shamia didn't lie when she was like, you jealous of me being friends with Kelly. Like,
yeah, because that came out of nowhere.
Yeah. I was hoping. Because it was just like, what does that got to do with you being fake? Like, okay, but you still showed them text messages, girl.
Then she brought up being drunk and taking shots and being naked when they was in a Grenada. And I guess for Shamia, I guess she was trying to say like how you 1 minute showing me love in Grenada and hugging me, talking about gonna be there for you. And then I'm hearing you telling Portia that I was talking about her. Still talking about her. I don't know. I mean, but this is Britt. So yeah. So both of y'all, I don't trust none one of them when it comes to certain things.
But Shamia,
is this what she questioned her about her daughter being sick or something?
Yeah, she was questioning the validity about her daughter being sick.
She was taking shots in Miami. Like,
in Miami.
What are you talking about?
Right. Yeah, because I feel like when people be like, she was talking about her child, like she didn't talk about her child, but she didn't
talk about parenting.
She didn't need to mention it.
But they, as if she called the girl, you know, the word that we're not supposed to say anymore, like she
R word,
the R word, like it was like she said that, and the way Shamia responded to her, that could not have been what Britt said, because I think Shamia would have started windmilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they be pricking Britt and her bob off the floor.
Yeah, and her teeth.
I don't think Britt said anything about the child. She just talked about her parenting. But it's like, girl, you don't know what's going on with the little girl right now. That's making you want to drink in Miami. Mind your business. What does that got to do?
That's stressful. Take care of a sick kid.
Right. Yeah. The child could be fine now. She feel like, okay, well, she's fine. I can have a little drink. Like, mind your business.
And this is coming from somebody who don't even have a child. So it's like, girl,
I don't have no kids, and because it's like, it's not like she's doing something that warrants it. Like, this ain't about her parenting. So why are you talking about that? Like, they didn't do what you
But this doesn't surprise me because Britt did that with Ken. It's like, you be making up stuff. And that's why Ken was blindsided. Like, what?
Because she had me with the whole, like, yes, you were talking about Portia because Shamia had been called out for this before. So it's like, yeah, I believe it. And then you lost me.
Yeah, that's what I said. Two things could be true. That's why I said they both kind of lying. You did show the text messages. And Britt, that was before the sit down, not after. I could see if she would continue to do so after her and Portia make somewhat made up. But yeah. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, like I said, Britt, her bob, and her nostrils would be on the floor. They would be. It'd be like a Portia Family Never Matter scene at the boom mic and everybody wigs everywhere. Everything would be on the floor.
Yeah, because she couldn't have said what they made like she said.
Yeah, I don't think she was talking.
Yeah, her response was too calm for me.
Yeah,
that's why I said I think Shamia was tired because, mind you, she did the showcase and they filming for these hours. So I don't know how long. So maybe all her energy is gone.
Yeah,
like she too cool.
And I feel like she was guilty. Like no matter what she showed, Shamia made it seem like I didn't show you nothing at all. So either way, it's like, girl, you did show it at some point in your life.
You showed me something.
I mean, and then when Britt tried throwing that little low blow with the infidelity, like, girl, that's old news. But
Shamia called her a pill popper. So there's that.
Shamia didn't deny it. Like, well,
Okay.
She said
Why
no.
not?
She said in her confession, she said there's been a rumor since your cat was a kitten. Since your,
That ain't been a
That was
kid,
right.
a cat. That's been a cat for a long time.
and she said that was a long time ago.
That was funny, but I didn't hear no denying in that statement.
She did.
So, girl, I mean, is it true or not?
Right.
She said it was a rumor. I don't know. I guess rumor is a rumor.
But the pill popper was not denied.
Bill Poppin wasn't denied, and I don't care.
I mean,
if I wouldn't have been
Shamia
like,
was the only one that said that she was popping pills. So I just was like, I don't know. I won't be surprised. I'm putting that past Brett for his
Yeah,
pill
I believe
popping
it.
because she filming the show and she could be one of those type people who think taking a pill will relax her. I don't
A
know.
lot of people who get like a lot of surgeries get hooked on that stuff because they give them
Oh,
for the surgeries.
so you think it's for the surgery of those?
That could have
laser-
started if she allegedly has a habit. It could have started from that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
But I think Shamia did. I think there was where there's smoke, there's fire. I think there was some little infidelity at some point. That's why the rumor started back when the cat was a kitten, and that's an old cat.
Oh Lord. That's a wore through wore down cat.
Alley cat. All right, let me stop. Next.
At this point, I ain't gonna hold you. This point of the finale, when it comes to Brit, I don't give a damn what she say or didn't say. It's a lie or whatever because she didn't make her ass to the reunion. So there's that for me. Moving on, we're gonna go through these random scenes. So we got scene 1, Drew and Ralph. Ralph had to call Drew up for see he come up. He talking about this court order. How did we get here? We got here because you want to be monogamous. You trying to be in a poly relationship. So no. Divorce it is. Okay. And then he just said this court order ain't working. He said he can't see the kids during the week or whatever, can't take them to school, whatever. But at this time, as they talking, the kids are in Chicago visiting their grandmother. And yeah, she said, you also can ask. I will never want you to not be involved in your children's life. So that was that in that scene. This private jet, Mike looking like, okay, while I'm here, we're gonna pretend like we buying a jet. Girl, how you gonna pretend like you buying a jet? Will you only cash out $250 and 3 rolls of paper towels? Like, no, girl, no.
First of all, we already had to sit here and watch her pretend to be leasing a new car at the car dealership. Enough. Like, girl, you ain't buying nothing. Stop it.
Not fast forward. I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of did that too. So, hey, Stephen Harris.
Hey, Stephen Harris. Yeah, even with Drew and Ralph seeing, I almost missed something because you have to almost see your kids when you want to. Like, if you don't walk up them steps, I'm sick of this.
Girl, you can't afford food. There's no way you can afford a plane.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we already know Ralph Conehead is full of ish. That's right. New.
Drew is too. I don't know. I thought that they was just doing this. Like, I mean, they really legitimately filed, but I feel like they did it to keep airs for the show, to keep a storyline. Especially after they were feeding each other.
Well, I think initially she said in Carlos' interview, she did not want to be divorced. Like she said, she is come from that Christian household when she saw her parents been married for a while until her father demise. So that's her goal. That's what she grew up seeing. So that's how she wanted to mirror her marriage. But it didn't turn out that way because she married this guy so quick, got with him so quick. So it's like you didn't really know him. So you married a stranger. Yeah. It's a stranger in my house. I was trying to figure out. That song just popped in my head. You are.
Gotta be someone else. He wouldn't touch me like that.
Okay. See, the songs be popping up in my head. I'd be like, yeah, she basically did marry a stranger and she had 2 of his kids. So there's that. So And
And nobody gets married to want to get divorced, but I feel like this divorce is BS. That's why it's not happening. Like the man he comes out of that basement when that camera crew leaves.
yeah, that marriage, I think it's still gonna happen. After he make it.
Yeah,
He's like a Martell.
yeah.
He will make your life miserable on purpose
Yeah.
just to be doing
I
it.
don't think that if we're gonna act like this is real, I don't think she should be like, oh, you can see the kids whenever you want outside of the court order. Like I feel like two cordial adults, mature adults can do that. I would not do anything like that with Ralph. I would have everything in writing. But I feel like this
It's on camera.
there. Yeah, but it's not. It's outside of the order. I wouldn't. Everything.
I mean, I hear they can change it as long as the two parties agree.
Yeah, that's how. But if I'm going to change, she said you could just come up. No, I would get it in writing before I started doing that.
It's not you just can come up. It's you can ask and see the children. Then you can come up, not just can come up, because that could be taken kind of literally every time. What y'all talking about? Open paper ties, y'all. Y'all wilding.
Bag. I'll never forget when Shamia shook that stuff out and it just sprinkled out like that. Those 3 items. But I don't know. I think Drew and Ralph should just get back together at this point because this storyline is tired, and she should just move on and really talk about her album.
Well, one of them need to go. And I think
either somebody gonna move but no more of this. I can't take this.
Yeah, somebody gotta go. Yeah, so I don't know what happened between Phaedra and this guy. We saw him at Married to Medicine. They just transferred their asses over here to Real Housewives of Atlanta. So they've been dating for 4 months and they was making charcuterie boards. And that was it. Kelly at the house with her kids cooking, of course. Talking about this restaurant. She said she had to put that on hold due to she's going through a divorce. So she opened up that new location. That would have to be part of the divorce. So she had to put that on hold.
That was a smart move.
That's what I can say. That's smart.
Looking at the location to begin with, because she already know how her husband is. She was really
crazy.
Or like her divorce is not for play. It's a real story. Like girl, that thing.
It was.
But that's Chi up there. Like, why y'all change the man's name? On Married to Medicine, it was Shaq. Why is he Chi now? Sounding like a chia pet.
Look, that's why I said that guy she met. Like, Paulo friend, not friend. I don't know, speed dating, whatever dating was over there, Married to Medicine. Yeah, I don't know his name. Didn't care to know his name. Yeah, he locked out the house, man. That's messed up, man. That's why I said, yeah, he got the right one with Drew. Anyway, moving on. Did we get to the Charles Oakley Foundation gala? They sent out some awards. I think Meals on Wheels was one of them, and they were just acknowledging people who give back and do philanthropy and stuff like that, charity work, give back to the community. And Portia was one of them. It was given some for the scene. But I could see if they just gave it to Lundy, because Lundy was working with Hosea Williams Foundation.
Portia could have simply accepted it. Why are we giving her recognition?
Right, but since she's still here and Lundy ain't, so yeah.
But it's like, okay, Portia can accept Lundy's gift on her behalf or her reward or whatever. She's going to take this for her to bring back to the family. Anything. I'm not gonna be like, and I'm honoring Portia, my friend. What? No, I'm not. Youngin.
Right, that's what I said. Yeah, youngin. But yeah, so she got emotional afterwards too. And I'm looking at these pictures. I put these pictures in for a reason, because I'm looking at what the hell some of these people got on. Because some people looked better than others.
The only person who had me appalled was you know who. She looks like Mortal Kombat. First I said Little Red Riding Hood, but now I'm like, it's giving Mortal Kombat with that hood and that corset, bedazzled and shiny.
Street Fighter
like, what
character. I don't know what she had on. It was like, girl, no.
Was there some kind of theme? Like, what is this?
I'm gonna need you to go dust yourself off and try again. Go try to change your outfit. Try again. Yeah, it seems like she just pushed it on. Don't look in the mirror. She can't look in the mirror. It must not be no mirrors in that $9 million home.
She has all the money to hire a stylist. Like, there's just no excuse for it.
Yeah. Angela, what is that? Why'd you have the women up there to see your husband? Yeah, it's a mess. Who else? I didn't like Britt. She should just came with the bob, but she came with a updo. I did not like her dress. Phaedra, she gonna bang Yang. Portia is the only one, and Angela looked good. Cynthia is Cynthia. Drew and that braid on the side, I didn't care for the hair and nor the outfit, so there's that. Okay, then we get to the showdown. So who's this? Oh. Not the queen. Okay, Queen of the Night. Thank you. That does give the Queen of the Night bodyguard. Oh my god. But you know, Whitney did it better.
It needs to go back to wherever it came from. Whitney's didn't look like that.
Right, I'm gonna say Whitney did it better.
That's why it didn't even come to mind. Because Whitney.
Right, that's why I'm like, oh, okay, I can see that. Yeah, but no. Yeah. Even with the hood off, still terrible. So this is where the gala ends, and we also know that in a flashback scene that Drew and Angela met up that Messy gay punk Marcus before the gala, and she had wanted to get to the bottom of it, like who sent you to say that, to approach me, stuff like that, to say that my husband's cheating or whatever, or you saw him at the restaurant. So I wish they would have showed that scene as like it happened, not as a flashback. So basically he said it was Phaedra. And they brought him in, but the only thing I wish she would have gave her husband Charles heads up about the whole thing, because Charles was not playing. Not today.
Not today, Satan.
Not today. Even though the gala was over, I'm glad the gala was over, but you know that I was gonna have that scene where the girls gathered together for some reason after each event. But yeah, Charles was about to have a flashback to the Madison Square Garden 2017. Like, yo, like
I don't mind the enforcer getting ready to enforce, because what? I feel like Angela should have gave Charles a heads up, because he really was about to like blow that moment. But the moment would have been better had Charles thrown him out. I would have rather seen that.
Okay, throw him out like Phil did Jazz, so it's put him on his ass. Bye. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think he would have did more than just threw him out. I think he would have hurt him.
Yeah, he would have been. He would have really showed y'all.
I don't want him to get sued.
Right, he would show y'all what the 60-year-old enforcer can do. Okay.
Right. He was feeling young, spry. He looked 60. Where? Look, you want to get out of here today?
Play with me. Don't play with me. Play with your mama.
Okay.
I just feel like Angela talking about trust me and all this stuff. Like, you want him to trust you, you should have gave him the heads up.
Yeah, she should have. He probably would have spazzed out had she done that, though.
Yeah, that's probably why she didn't. But look, this wasn't any better. Her moment was like, it just didn't hit.
But it let you know that this man, don't play with me. Don't play with me. I'm glad we saw it, because that let people know for real, that don't know, don't play with me. Because I'm about it and pissed off about this type of BS. Just imagine if it was some other fugaziness. Like, don't play with Charles. Even when y'all play with these little rumors and stuff, don't even play with me like that. I ain't on that type of time.
Right, now he's walking it back, talking about, oh, it really was. Man, I don't trust nothing to come out this full mouth. This moment, everything that happened this season, like the season was just a flop overall. The season is a flop. Is this what is this?
I didn't like it. I didn't like how they playing with Angela and her marriage, even though she been transparent the whole time with the whole infidelity of it all, and they trying to get things back together, back on the therapy, and trying to start anew. And then you come in
the side baby thing that didn't work, so now they just doing anything. It's like, it's not. Angela don't want to leave. It'd be one thing if Angela was really upset, like she's not leaving that man, so stop.
Right, that's and if she wants to, I'm pretty sure she will.
Right, but it ain't gonna be tonight in front of y'all.
Okay, it ain't gonna be because of what y'all had, what y'all did.
I don't care if I went home and cuss him out. You're not gonna see it. Not on these cameras. Exactly. Not tonight.
No.
Yes, leave her be. But yeah, I didn't like it. And then, the ladies just looking shocked because Angela did say, I thought it was Kelly at first who set me up because it happened at her event. Mind you, Kelly did say that her event was open to the public or what have you. But I think I said it in my recording. I did that I didn't upload yet, but I did say, like, even though it's open to the public, I don't know how she advertised this event at Willanoma's with her and Charles having a cook-off or whatever. I don't know how it was advertised because it could say filming the Real Housewives, but how you know which housewives gonna show up? Because it was only Phaedra, Drew, and Angela, besides Kelly. Like, how you know Angela was gonna be there? Like, either somebody's people's. Like, how you get in? How you know that Angela's gonna be at this event? That's what I'll be wanting to know. Like, I don't be trying to go down the rabbit hole, but that's what I'll be thinking. Like, how would you know she was gonna be at this event, this recording of the Real Housewives?
Phaedra said, I don't hear what they talking about.
And look how stupid she looking.
Right. that's why I put it right there.
Like Phaedra set it up. Anyway. Like, look at her, just looking guilty. Just as guilty as she looked on that reunion with Candy years ago.
Yeah, so I didn't like it, and then I like how they did a flashback to Bertha. Shout out to Bertha. Hope she's doing okay. It was a scheme that Todd set up to come up with the bullshit, however the saying go. But y'all need to pay Bertha a coin for that. But yeah, it was good to see that flashback. It was funny. But I like she said Phaedra sent her the information about the man. She said, she called her. It said she remembered the guy, and she gave it. Why was you calling this lady and giving up information? You so happen to remember where you know him from?
Right after.
Both from Athens.
You didn't want to be found out, and then you end up giving yourself up. She didn't remember Nene from Athens.
But she was secretly meeting up with Nene's sisters, though.
They didn't remember each other. She didn't remember Nene, but she remembered him and Junebug. Junebug is their connection, really? Okay.
Yeah, they lost me. He lost me when he said she's the godfather of Atlanta, and he got in contact by way of Junebug.
Yeah, it was like, where is Ashton Kutcher?
I'm like, we being punked because what? I understand what Angela was trying to do to bring him in. Like, she's like, I'm gonna let you hear for the horse's mouth, because they did have a meeting. Drew had a meeting with this guy, and it wasn't a guarantee that it was gonna be aired, even though it seemed like it was filmed.
Yeah,
but he just wanted,
and now he walking in, now he coming out and trying to. So it's like he was better off just not even bringing them.
Well, she didn't know in real time what's gonna happen after it airs, or what they was gonna actually air. So that's kind of hard to calculate in real time. But yeah, so he just won his 10 minutes of fame. He thought his tea wasn't gonna come out being the SO, registered SO. Right, thank you.
Just a dirty dog.
Hey, Lawrence, the Lawrence Report.
What's up, Lawrence?
been
Yes, Junebug, y'all. Junebug.
how do y'all know each other? Junebug was the first thing you could think of. Like,
I
okay,
got a June bug in their family. Or they
right?
got a bug.
They didn't even blur
something.
the name out because they was like, "Come on, you
Or they
had
got
time to think
June.
this before you got there. That's the best you could do."
I'm putting up past Phaedra. She got a track record, and I'm putting up past Britt because Britt was coming at Angela at one point talking about what about that baby though,
Bro
and how
cannot
she got
afford
stretch marks on her mouth. Her mouth
Bro
got stretch
cannot
marks.
afford this. Bro cannot afford to pay nobody to put them up to this.
I'm
It's not
sick of
even
this.
a
I'm
thought.
sick of Shayna.
Bro ain't paying nobody for this. She got to
Shayna said
scramble
it like that's her name for real. Broke Edie.
She's scrambling around.
Yes, they've been calling her broke since.
Yeah, but when
beginning.
Shayna said it's like that's on her birth certificate.
I said ever
Might
since
as
I
well.
called her that, ever since I've seen her come with that loose jeans
Because
one side.
we ain't see her purchase nothing, so and she did that
She's
lousy
definitely giving broke.
$250 cash out.
When she
How you
3 rolls of
go?
paper towels.
What it was in a Ferrari on
right,
episode 3 or
Yeah.
4, and then you went in a PJ this finale.
right.
That was so out of place. That
But she
should
had
have been
to
like in episode
scramble
5 or
around
6
the
or
cash
something.
at $250. You had to rob Peter to pay Paul to
Okay.
get $250 after somebody bullies you into doing it.
Yeah.
And I forgot to mention about her family gathering. It was so
That wasn't nothing to talk
unimportant.
about.
All right, I'm looking like
I find it odd that their families never met. Like, I think that was kind of weird. They live in the same, like, all in the same city.
Right. COVID been over since, I'm sorry, C-19 been over since 5 years ago, basically.
Like
And
y'all
Atlanta never cared like that.
now. Like,
I don't think she
nobody
said they
had.
had. Yeah, I would say I don't think she said they had dinner, but I would say beginning of the season we saw her relationship with his sister.
But their families not meeting each other is odd. They've been married for years.
Yeah, it is. I think she lying because, like I said, his sister and her husband and some kids was there at the beginning of the season. That's his family. So you never met anybody in his family. Y'all never met up. I guess maybe.
Right. It's like, okay, you're cool with your in-laws. He's cool with yours, I guess. But the families never met each other ever.
I think that's a lie. I think that's much. I
Fine
think she
time to
probably.
do it. So would y'all have met had we not been on the show?
Right.
Oop.
Like what would
Thank
y'all
you.
gonna do then?
I'm like, I mean, this husband of hers is not even giving. Is giving. Is giving one of Kenya's old stunts and shows. Like,
Not stunts, it shows.
girl, this your husband.
But it don't make sense. Like,
Or everything they do is, even with the surrogate thing, like, we ain't hear you talk about no surrogate ever since you lied about the reason why your mama was moving in there in the first episode. I ain't see you when we didn't see Shamia go to the doctor. We seen her surrogate who clearly needed the money. Somebody would.
child. Ooh, child, ooh, child, ooh, child. That lady would not be birthing none of my kids. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm like, Shamia, you got enough money that.
That lady could have put some makeup and clothes on her, or put a wig on her.
Maybe she didn't know they were filming, but.
Jesus. Look decent.
She coming here to get a job. She like, I forget these cameras.
Yeah, wow.
She wild.
That lady just got off the bus, had to come up there, get mic'd up. I guess we should give her a little grease.
No. And I'm mad at Shamia for even following this up. Like, why you let this girl? Never mind. On to the next thing, Claudia.
Not the next thing, Claudia. What the hell? So as that happened, we see everybody in title card of what they got going on.
Listen.
After 3 years, Kelly finally closed the doors on her marriage in September of 2024. She is preparing to open new doors to her Sandy Springs, Nana Chicken and Waffle locations sometime spring, summer, fall 2025. She'll be double checking the guest list for the grand opening. Sure.
Why she look like all my life I had to fight? Like, why they
like she been fighting.
Right?
Like she looking like, please take this mic off of me. My high is coming down. Okay.
Ooh,
I'm sweating.
Okay. I was just saying he was a little hot because that leave out is like, girl, time to go. But that could have been
She said that could have been it. Britt is using her clean slate to open a new insurance agency. How you going? Did you get your license squared away?
Right.
And trying to blame that Kenyan situation on why you ain't got your license active or whatever, and it been inactive before the whole situation. Child, she's also working on hard to release that Bare Naked so that the masses can be snatched just like her. Girl, you ain't snatched a call being on somebody's table and get sucked out or
Right.
snip.
What is me buying some
nip
cheap
and tuck.
clothes gonna do? Like, girl, refer me to your doctor if you're really trying to get me.
Right. Like, where's the referral?
Thank you.
The referral is before I need the Bare Naked.
Right. And them clothes ain't coming out. Like, stop the lies.
You say some of your homegirls went out of the country and you treat them to some cosmetic surgery. So wait, what?
Previous employees, like, girl,
and now you trying to share some shapewear or some, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Ate on somebody's table with that hard booty.
And since she's not gonna be on the show anymore, we'll never know if it's coming out. Well, I won't.
I ain't following her, so I can't tell you.
It's not. It ain't happening right now.
Right.
Hey, if anybody in the live chat or replay game, if y'all know anything about Britt Bare Naked, please leave a comment. Drew album, I Did It To Me, was released in March 2025, which is it was a bop. I ain't gonna hold you. I still play it. While her music career is on a high, her relationship with Ralph still on the low as he continued to reside in the basement apartment in the sky. With an end to the divorce nowhere in sight.
Of course not.
Oh Lordy.
Of course not.
Either we in this or we out of this. Which one we gonna be?
We see it took what's her name?
Kelly.
Kelly 3 years.
What's
and
that
he's crazy. And he show is crazy. He keep getting arrested. And he threatened her.
When he was dressed back in the olden times, they was wearing the corsets and stuff. Is it Gildred Age? No, something else.
It's given Queen of the Night. Queen of the Night.
Yeah. Like, but then the sleeves stuff.
It's plenty of shows. Bridgerton. They still wear corsets.
That's what I was thinking of. Bridgerton.
Okay, I would say it's a lot of period shows.
I mean, the hood makes it 1,000 times worse, and it don't look like it can even possibly get any worse just from here. But even with the hood off, and then those earrings, it's just cheap. It's bad. It's time to hire a stylist, even if she don't come back next season. Like, just hire it for your day-to-day life.
Yes, I don't remember her looking so tacky ever. Even if she was a friend of, I guess I never really paid attention to her fashion. Phaedra cheesing ass is booking busy, adding more jobs, yada yada, until her boys retire her. Yeah. So all this just tell me that she really ain't got nothing solid going on, definite going on. Just whatever comes about, she's in. Angela sold 3 houses, but two have unfortunately been lost. However, she is staying cool under pressure while her next business venture, Fanji, the line of fans, their words on when she and Charles will renew their vows.
Never.
I mean, they ain't gonna renew no vows. Them vows was so unimportant, especially with all these properties she had to try to sell. So
at this point, I'm surprised Charles took the vows in the first place. We got a better chance of seeing Bare Naked coming out than seeing her renew them vows.
Well, we know that wasn't gonna happen this season, or especially if she's trying to get rid of those 5 properties. Oh no,
it's not happening.
It's not. Shayna don't want it to happen, but I don't know. I can't say.
I wouldn't mind seeing it happen. I love a good wedding. It just ain't happening with Charles.
I don't think it's a wedding. I hope it's not a wedding because it's a vow renewal. It's not like a Jackie Christie, which she was doing that every anniversary. Doug was doing.
Vow renewal. They have like a ceremony, like how how they did on Love and Marriage Huntsville, the Fletchers.
You said wedding. I'm like, yo, that's the whole thing.
I mean, normally it gets wedding, not a vow renewal.
It depends on the person. How does she lie about her baby being sick when her husband video chatted her while she was in a car with the ladies, hearing all that for the first time? Well. Yeah, ask Britt that. I'll be happy for the next season when I'll be happy for next season when I do not have to hear Britt nasally voice.
I don't think Brooke was in that van when she got the call because it was in two separate vans.
That's true. Britt tell people about Kelly abortion. Kelly tell people about Britt. Kelly telling people about Britt pill popping. It's a mess all around.
Yeah.
It's wedding like.
Yeah, it is weddings. That's what I said. I've been
I
told
guess.
that's not similar to a wedding.
That's what I said. It's depend on the person how they want to do
I
it.
feel like she wanted a wedding because she's on the show, so she wanted to have something going on. But Charles said no. Charles said no.
Simon was detained while Aaron. Well, we get a 5 months later thing. I did not add these pictures because I didn't care to see that $7 million mansion she finally get to film in. So this just tells me that they went back after the filming initially officially wrapped. They went back and got a shot of Portia seen in her house, like we care, and then her mama showed up, like we care. So Simon's detained. We know this February 2025, leaving the divorce on ice. So we know she won a divorce settlement. Will he pay? I don't know because he's in a different country.
Good luck getting that money. Good luck. She better go back to Dish Nation and get that job back.
Oh no, so she is able to live in that house for 36 months. While paying.
I wouldn't give her. I'm not sending a dime. I don't live there no more. You kick me out the country. I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how that works when he lives in another country. So
what are you going to do to me? Nothing. I'm not.
It's best for her to just continue to work, have an exit plan when that 36 months is up. So like I say, I mean, he got to pay her $40,000 a month for like what 15 months. He ain't got to do it forever, but he just got to pay her for, I guess, as long as that they've been married. I guess
she wouldn't get one payment out of me.
We know that, Shayna. We know that. Living in a different country.
Yeah, the country, like girls, you better get to work. Get back to work.
And right. Some people believe she called ICE. I wouldn't be surprised she called ICE because February 2025, mind you, that's when that's happened. The ICE stuff happened soon as Orange Face got in the office. So it wouldn't be surprised somebody, her or somebody in her family, called ICE on that man. So whatever. Good luck to you. Uh-oh.
I was gonna say why.
She said why? I hit the wrong one. That's why.
My thing up like candy.
I'm like, I want to see my eye. Okay. Yeah, so that was the season finale. It was the womp 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 womp. Bitch, your time's up. Okay. So yeah. What's your overall thoughts of the finale after we went through it?
Same.
Are you looking forward to season 17? And who you think will come back?
17, thanks to Brooke.
Who
17.
Who y'all think coming back?
Yeah, no.
Who y'all like to see come back, I should say.
Angela. That's really
everybody except Faith.
Damn. Shane said that's really it. Damn.
Maybe Kelly, but she a little too flip.
We know Roderick coming back. We know her. She coming back. Andy already said that she coming back. Child.
Oh,
I know.
I feel like Brooke might have had a chance to come back if she didn't mess it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if she like you said, if she didn't mess it up, she actually didn't punk out. And because some people online are warming up to her these last few episodes, so she decided to punk out.
All she had to do was wait it out. She ain't like facing me. She's a punk.
Yeah, I guess her pill guy didn't come through enough in time for her to sit through that reunion. Allegedly. Because you know they be in there for hours and hours and hours, the whole day of shooting. So, yeah. So that was it. So we are about to get out of here. Before we get out of here, do anyone whoever want to go first? Do y'all have anything going on your channel that you want to share with the people?
Yeah,
Anyone?
I did a pre-recorded for Real Housewives like early this morning at like 1 a.m.
I saw them like, what the?
I know. But I was like, if I don't do it now, it's now or never. So that's I talked about Lucille from BMF because she getting on my nerves, and I used to be Team Lucille. I talked about Love Island up until not last night's episode because I still got to watch it, and I don't know what's going on.
Oh, girl, you should have talked about that.
Right. I know. I was like, I filmed it too soon. They turned it on my girls. I don't appreciate it, but you know. The Never Ever Met season 2 reunion. I did a pre-recorded for that all on my main channel and a life update for Shayna_MCD. So if you're interested, be sure to check it out and look out for my community tab.
Okay.
Ew.
Candy Love. Oh, Angela Oakley.
Angela Oakley in there, his eye. So yeah, for me, I have what I have going on. Oh, yesterday I did Eye for an Eye, with Sally Field and okay, hold on for a second. I'm sorry, the gas.
That's okay.
So Eye for an Eye was yesterday. So next week is going to be Single White Female next Tuesday for Twisted Tuesday. Please come out and join us at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. I would greatly appreciate it. Oh, and I have Divorce Sisters tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time with EJ in the gang.
I still ain't watched it.
Oh, Shayna.
Shayna, catch up.
Sis is about to come back on now. I'm like,
Jesus, Shayna.
I just got to talk about it. I'm watching. I just got to talk about it. But yeah. For me, I gotta upload my solo recap for Roa. And Saturday, I'm gonna talk about with the panel. Oh my God, what's the name? The Disney Plus. Why is I'm having a brain fart right now? Like,
Ironheart.
Yeah, Ironheart. Thank you. Ironheart. Disney Plus.
Ironheart
because
it's so good.
Yeah, so they just did the 4, 5, and 6 episodes, and that'd be it for Ironheart. So yeah, catch me Saturday with the panel. We're gonna talk about that, and I'm also gonna do a solo video on that. And yeah, just make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when each of us drop something or when we go live. Okay, so yeah, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and it puts us in the algorithm. Thank you. Good night.
Good night, Lemon Catch Pepper.
Good night, y'all. We are out of here. We're gonna see y'all not next week, but the week after because they are off for a week and they have a 3-part reunion. Okay, which should be a 2-part. So there's that. So we have 1 part. So we out of here, y'all. Bye.